Hello, guys. Good morning. It's Dave Santarelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com and Santarelli Trading Exchange. I hope everyone's having a great start to their Tuesday. So first off, guys, we're going to start off. The markets are tanking here. And first off, guys, go download our app. It's totally free. Go to your app store, search for Breaking Chart Alerts. Download that now, and let's get started here. So first off, the futures right now, as I'm looking at them, we have the Dow down about 285 points right now. We have the NASDAQ down 300 points as that continues to sell off here. And S&P 500 is down about 66 points right now. And we have the Asian markets, European markets. European markets are in the green right now, but the Asian markets took a dive there, down about 1.5% to 2.5%. And we have commodities. We have oil, gas continuing to climb higher. Natural gas is down, and we have gold creeping higher a bit here. So let's get started on the top news here for the day. Alrighty, so first off, you guys see down below here, you guys could see the watch list we have: Nike, Verizon, Smile Direct, Snowflake, Delta Airlines, Robinhood, Victoria's Secret. All these are movers in the pre-market here. Either they have initiations, upgrades, downgrades, or they're moving in the pre-market. So first off, let's get started here and take a look at the top news. And 5 things to start your day with here for January 25th. Let's start with Bloomberg here. So diplomatic efforts are continuing. Fed meeting begins today. The FOMC meeting begins today. We should hear from Jay Powell tomorrow. And fears of a crypto winter. So the big thing is, the escalation of Russia and Ukraine forces there. And also what's coming in is Russia is now teaming up with Cuba, and they're talking about putting missiles back into Cuba for the first time since the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's a big concern for the markets. So that's why we're seeing the market shift and pull back so heavily here. So the 5 things here to start your day: Western allies are pushing ahead with diplomatic efforts to diffuse tensions around Ukraine. Despite the ongoing talks, the U.S. seems ready for negotiations to fail as it puts 8,500 troops on alert for rapid deployment in case of escalation by Russia. So Joe Biden, he's got 8,500 troops he wants to send to Ukraine there, and in case we have any type of escalation there with Russia, which, that's going to make the market drop if that escalates to that point. I just want you guys to be aware of that. We will see a large pullback in the market if we're sending troops over there and Russia escalates this war and everything that's going on over there. So French and German leaders are scheduled to meet later today in Berlin to discuss the situation. President Joe Biden said that he had a great meeting with European leaders yesterday. Equities in the region are regaining some ground this morning after yesterday's tumble. Natural gas prices declined as shipments from Russia increased and mild weather was forecasted. Hikes. While we have geopolitical situation is giving markets something to worry about, the main focus continues to be the path of the Federal Reserve tightening. If nothing else, yesterday's very unusual U.S. trading session showed that uncertainty over the outlook remains high. While no economist surveyed by Bloomberg expects any change in policy at the 2-day FOMC meeting beginning today, the post-decision press conference will be closely watched for any hints as to the pace of the rate hikes. Now, this is really important because, after tomorrow, Jay Powell is going to come on, Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve, and they're going to end up talking about, what they are, if they're dovish about some rate hikes in the future here. And it's going to be really important tomorrow to see what he says. And that's why we got a little position there on some of the financials to see, how that goes tomorrow. We picked up some JP Morgan yesterday ahead of the meeting here. So getting back to this here, let's see here. While no economist surveyed by Bloomberg expects any change in policy at the 2-day FOMC meeting beginning today, the post-decision press conference will be closely watched for any hints as to the pace of the rate hikes. It will be key if the Fed Chair Powell opens the door to more than 3 rate hikes projected in December forecast. So we'll be watching for that. Crypto winter. Bitcoin's volatile session yesterday, which saw its price briefly drop below 33,000 before recovering some grounds, is spurring fears of a repeat of 2018 crypto winter for digital assets. The term refers to a sharp slump followed by a drop-off in trading, followed by months of market doldrums. One of the key areas of the industry coming under pressure is mining. With less efficient processors, risk of not being able to cover electricity bills in the wake of the token's 50% plunge from November's peak. Now let's go on to mixed markets over here. Global equity investors would be forgiven for waking up with whiplash this morning after yesterday's market